So we quickly go through Java 12 features. Java 12 was released in March 2019. It was a relatively small release, but it introduced some useful language and Java improvements. So after the Java 11 LTS version, it is Java 12 came, which is non-LTS version, but there are some important features which are introduced in it. So the important features of Java 12 are switch expression preview, and then string API improvements, then compact number formatting, files dot mismatch, then JVM constant API, then Shenandoah garbage collector, that is the experimental, and then default series archives. So the first one is switch expression, which is the preview. Java 12 introduced switch expression as a preview feature. So before Java 12, switch was mainly a statement. So it's in day two, string result, switch day one, that is Monday, second is Tuesday, then break, then default is result invalid. So the problem is that we need a break state separate variable, more boilerplate code. So we need break statement in each of the cases. So Java 12 introduced the ability to use switch as an expression. So this is like string result switch day, case 1 Monday, case 2 Tuesday, case 3 Wednesday, then default is invalid. So we don't need break statement here. System.out.println result. Here switch directly returns the value. So multiple value. You can also combine cases like string result switch day, case 1 and 7 weekend, case 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is weekday, default invalid. So we don't need break statement here. So this is the change come in Java 12. So important point is switch expressions were introduced as a preview feature, switch expression scheme. So in Java 12 and become standard in Java 14. So this feature comes standard in Java 14. We will do it later on. So break with the value using yield. Second change is break with the value using yield. So break is the this is again the switch statement is here. So the arrow syntax is simple, but Java 12 is also supported returning a value from a traditional switch block. So in day 2, string result equals to switch day, case 1 yield Monday, case 2 yield Tuesday, default is yield invalid. Yield is used to return a value from a switch expression. So the different from the normal, this is the different from the normal break. So yield also came here. So yield Monday, yield Tuesday, yield invalid. So this is also a change. Then compact number formatting, third changes. Java 12 introduced compact number formatting through number.format, number format dot get compact number instance. For example, number format formatter, number format dot get compact number instance, locale.us, number format dot style dot short, system dot out dot println formatter format 1000 formatter format this. So these are the value and output can be 1k and 1 million. So instead of this, you can also use long styles. Number format formatter, number format get compact number instance locale.us, number format dot style dot long. So output is 1000 and 1 million. So we can also use like this number format dot get compact number instance. So this is the real world use. We can write it as like 1000 1 million is an output. So number format this also introduced in Java 12 compact number formatting. So after this is useful in application displaying 2K followers, 6M downloads, 3B views, then the fourth change is files mismatch. Java 12 edit files dot mismatch. It is used to compare two files and find the first position where they differ. So we have two files like path of file1.txt, path of file2.txt. Long position is files.mismatch file 1 and 2. So it will give us the position. If the files are identical, -1 is the value. If they differ, it returns the position of the first mismatch. For example, file 1 is ABCDEFG and file 2 is ABCXEFG. So the mismatch occurs at the index 3. So file.mismatch file 1, file 2 returns 3. So at the third position, it will the mismatch. So it is used for comparing files and identifying the exact mismatch in two files. So JVM Constant API. Java 12 introduced the JVM Constant API package java.lang.constant. It provides APIs for describing JVM constant in symbolic references. Some important classes interference interfaces includes class description, method type description, method handle disk, and constant disks. So, for example, class disk of Java lang string, so system.output.disk. This feature is mainly used for JVM tools, bytecode manipulation, compiler development, framework, dynamic language implementation. So, this is the JVM feature for normal application development. You generally won't use it directly. And then the sixth change is Shenandoah garbage collector. Java 12 introduced Shenandoah GC as an experimental feature. The main goal of Shenandoah is reduce GC pause time. Traditional garbage collector can sometimes stop application threads for significant periods. So Shenandoah performs much of its work concurrently with the application. Conceptually, GC work concurrently, application continues. So this make it useful for applications where low latency is important. You could enable it with Java-XX, unlock experimental VM options, -XX, use Shenandoah My App. So then the seventh change, default CDS archive. So Java 12 improved class data sharing by providing a default CDS archive. CDS help improve JVM startup time and memory usage. The idea is that commonly used JVM class can be stored in the shared archive instead of being loaded and processed independently for every JVM instance. This is particularly useful when many JVM processes are running on the same machine. So here is the Java 12 summary. So what are the key changes? Feature purpose, switch expression, switch can return a value. Now switch can return a value. Then yield, return a value from the switch block. So we remove the break from this, and then compact number formatting, display 1K, 1M, etc. So files dot mismatch, find first differences between files. Then JVM constant API, work with JVM symbolic constants. Then Shenandoah GC, law, pause collection. Then default CDS archive, faster startup and reduced memory. So what are the major Java 12 features? Switch expression, we can say, compact number formatting, then files mismatch, then Shenandoah GC, and then serious improvements. These are the main. And remember, Java 12 switch expressions were a preview feature. It's a preview feature here. They become a permanent feature in Java 14, which we'll learn later on. So these are the features in Java 12. I think they are particularly important. So thanks for watching.